Welcome back to another episode of the Bellied Up podcast. Charlie's here with me. Charlie, how you doing?
Miles, forget how I'm doing. Happy first baby to you. Happy first baby, daddy. Happy first baby. Something else. I got you a present.
Did you?
I did.
Me a present or my kid a present?
Well, I got it for your... I got it for
You got me a bag?
No, it's in here.
Oh. I thought that was maybe a large diaper bag.
Introduce your baby to the world. I forget the middle name.
Yes, so I had a son.
It's a boy.
In June. We haven't recorded since I had the baby.
I hear he's hung like a hamster.
His name is August. The doctor called him August after he did his exam.
Hey, that's a good one, dude.
He's been good. We were in the NICU for a little bit, but now he's chilling.
Everything's cool.
Everything's good now.
That's scary, though.
I said on the other podcast we got, the people at the NICU are amazing, and what they're doing is God's work. So,
yeah.
What do you got here? Wow, look at this wrap job. It's just tissue paper wrapped around it.
I meant to stop and get a bag, but I forgot.
So, but you had the tissue paper?
Yeah, they gave that to me. Okay. There you go.
All right, here we go.
Look at how cute these are, dude. Right?
Okay.
They say home brewed.
So they home brewed. They are a beer mug socks.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Yeah.
For the little guy.
Look at that. They're off. Those are made in someone's house somewhere in.
Yeah.
You know, that's
shout out to the Minnesota Knits Shop.
Yeah.
So you can find them at Minnesota Knits Shop on Instagram and Facebook.
So
these are pretty cool.
Yeah, she did a great job. The Minnesota Knit Shop. Now I'm going to tell you my regrets here.
What?
First of all, Randa found those.
Okay.
And she said, you got to do it. Now, after ordering them and they took it, I was going to change it to belly. Or first I was going to do bellied up. But then I thought, no, I'm not going to do it to bellied up because they're booties. Okay. And I was like, I'm just going to get home brewed because you made it here, you know?
Yeah.
Baby. I don't know where the baby was made. But anyways, came here. But then I was like, oh, bootied up. Bellied up, bootied up. So anyway, you're going to have another pair coming, but that's just the first one. Okay, so there you go.
What I like is that they're probably a little too big for him now, but when he wears them, he'll be more active instead of just a potato that he is right now.
Yeah, it's something for everyone to come over and go, oh my gosh, oh, look at those cute things. I guarantee someone's going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Anyways.
Highly recommend. This is a great gift, Charlie. Thank you very much.
Do you want the paper or should I use this on the next gift?
I think I should need the tissue paper. You should save that for your next gift.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. You know, it's always nice to include tissue paper with a gift.
Also, if you couldn't see and you're just listening, the tissue paper wasn't even fully wrapped around the gift. It was kind of just he just took it and you basically just like put it over top of it and then handed it to me.
I was in a rush to get here.
Yeah.
You know?
And here, Charlie, we're here at the Cormorant Pub here in Cormorant, Minnesota, kind of local stomping grounds for
joints.
me. Yeah. They actually have an awesome bar here. So I don't know if you realized it here, Charlie. We are bellied up to a boat. Look at the side, and then look at the front of it. So they.
Wow!
It looks like they took an old boat.
It's a Chris Craft.
And turned it into a bar.
It's a Chris Craft.
Yeah, Chris Craft.
No kidding.
Chris Craft applesauce. You know.
Oh my gosh! I didn't even see the front of it, dude. Yeah,
it's awesome.
This is really a cool. This is so cool.
Yeah. So if you guys are in the Cormorant area, you got to stop at the Cormorant Pub. They got a nice outdoor space with a bar that used to be a boat.
I'm getting ideas coming in for what I could do at some point in life when I probably never get a bar. Oh, and then they got pictures of other Chris Crafts. It's a Chris Craft bar. This is great.
Yeah.
And then it's a poop deck. And there's skis. Now I'm seeing all these little things. It all makes sense. I love how it's half inside, half outside.
It's great.
Yeah.
And there's a sign here that says, when everything else fails, Charlie, try doing what the captain suggested. I like that.
That is good.
Yeah.
You should get something like that for your office, you know?
I agree. I agree, actually. I think Jared would agree as well. Charlie,
Miles.
I'll tell you what, being a dad is interesting.
Sorry. You
No,
got
you're
me ADD. How is it being a dad, Miles?
So far, not too bad because he doesn't do a whole lot, you know?
Can I just say, I'm cutting you off already. Cutest kid
Yeah.
I've seen in a long time. I'm not even...
Got a double dose of Ann, you know?
I was going to say that. Sure, you know?
Yeah.
But really cute kid. I mean, that had a hair, too.
Yeah, I mean, we need to take him in for his first haircut, and he's almost a month old.
Oh,
you know?
Are you kidding me?
Well, we're not going to, but we could.
Oh,
if we
you
wanted
could get
to.
a haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got great head of hair on him, cute as hell. And yeah, he's just really photogenic kid.
Yeah.
You know, I've had a lot of people tell me, too, have you seen Miles's baby? You know, and I was like, yeah, I've seen Miles's baby. He's so cute. Several people have told me that.
So if he wasn't cute, you think they just wouldn't say anything? Or do you think they would go, oh, God, Miles's baby kind of looks like an alien?
No, if you
think they would do that?
If you had a very alien-y baby, I think people wouldn't say that.
Or they would just go, wow, he's so unique.
That's a funny bit.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you say, like POV, it's just a POV ugly baby, you know? Oh,
wow, you are so unique. You are one of a kind, you know?
Yeah, or it's probably, I don't know how that goes. Anyways.
No, but it's been good.
What's been the best thing? What's been the worst thing?
I mean, you just aren't prepared to realize that. I mean, you know going into it that it's going to be a big day. But you just don't realize that when you have a kid, it's the best day of your life. You know, it just nothing else matters. You know, it's childbirth is insane. It's like, you know, you think you'd be like, oh, all of this stuff is either gross or weird. When you're in the moment, you're not thinking about that at all.
Yeah,
it's very interesting. You sometimes just go like, I don't get how the baby was made. Right? Like, I know how a baby was made, but like that grew inside of you, and now you just like, he's out and he's a human. The whole thing blows my mind.
It's I can tell. You're a changed man. Mm-hmm. You know, in a lot of ways, you're wearing shorter shorts. You got these Mexican shoes
authentic Mexican huaraches on.
I mean, you're wearing huaraches and shorts.
I'm embracing that dad mode. You know?
You're full dad mode. Good for you, man.
Yeah,
good for you.
I gotta get a weave belt next.
Yes, and start tucking a polo into some plaid shorts. You'll be there, man. Yeah,
absolutely.
So, what's the worst part about being a dad?
It's just gigantic poopy diapers. Still,
he is your son, you know.
Yeah, or I said he's got a double dose of ham.
Yeah, okay.
So,
all right. Well,
yeah, that's the one I'm like willing to negotiate with Ann. You know, it's like, I'll do these extra things if you change this gigantic poop.
Really?
You know?
You're not big on where it goes like up the back kind of a thing.
Yeah, we haven't had a full blowout yet, which
no blowouts?
I'm happy about, but sometime soon.
Well, that'll come. I'll change a diaper if you want.
Okay,
I've done that.
You're gonna meet him tonight when we hang out.
Sure.
So.
I wish we were gonna meet him tomorrow, so you forget I just said that.
No,
I can just
I'm gonna text Ann and say you called dibs on the next diaper.
Oh boy, when was the last diaper I changed? It hasn't been that long. I got a lot of nieces, nephews.
Yeah, don't lie. You never change a diaper because whenever you babysit, your mom just comes over.
No, you forget when I was a kid, my parents would leave and I was a babysitter.
Oh, I suppose.
For a lot of kids.
Yeah,
second oldest, man. I got.
Yeah.
10 of them under. Although now they all forget that I ever changed their diaper conveniently, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyways.
Should we take some callers?
Let's do it, Miles. Congratulations again to you and Ann in August. Yeah. Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Hello. Who are we talking to today?
This is Jacob. How are you guys doing today?
Jacob, we're doing great. Miles is a new daddy. And I'm a new uncle. So we're doing great.
Congrats. Oh, my.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you belly up to the bar,
Sure.
Jacob? Tell us what's on your mind.
So I have a high school reunion this weekend, my first one. And any advice on what to do and how to act and things like that there?
Okay.
Well, how many years is it? Is it 10 or 5?
It's 5.
Oh, my gosh.
Does that even count?
Yeah. We're doing a bar crawl, though.
Oh, that's kind of fun. How many did you graduate with?
About 200, 250, but I think only about 160 to 180 of us are going out on the bar crawl.
Wait, how many people RSVP'd for this reunion? I don't think I've ever gone to a high school reunion.
I haven't either.
That's impressive.
So far, about 160 is RSVP,
Oh, okay.
not counting spouses and things like that.
Got
it could be almost 300 people bar crawling from your high school from 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah, in a small town in Indiana, yeah.
Oh, someone's getting pregnant. I guarantee it. Hey, what is the high school? Shout it out.
Oh, it's Greensburg High School, about the halfway point of Indianapolis and Cincinnati.
Greensburg.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Greensburg. And what's your mascot?
The Pirates.
The Pirates.
I was going to say the Hornets.
Were you really?
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, that's close. It's an S at the end. Okay, cool. So the Pirates. All right. The Pirates
is the
are
bar
going out.
crawl maybe pirate themed? Because maybe you should suggest that if it's not.
Yeah, you could go as a sexy pirate, my guy.
we were gonna do a theme, and we ended up not doing one due to there's a German festival also going on outside of the bars this whole weekend. So
Oh, this is going to be
pretty
a
cool.
mess.
Someone's gonna get pregnant. Someone's gonna get arrested. Someone's not coming home. All right. So, what are the feelings? Tell us are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you sad? Are you thinking of that one Green Day song?
Stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where
Trying to get us to not
go.
sing right now. You have a beautiful voice, though. What was that?
I've lived outside of the United States for the last 3.5 years in Germany, so it's going to be a very different atmosphere. I haven't really done a bar crawl in the United States yet, so I'm a little nervous. I haven't seen any of these people in over 3 years, and now I still don't live in Indiana, but I'm driving back Friday to be able to get there on Saturday. So yeah, it's nervous is definitely a big one.
He's nervous, Miles, because he's gay.
Last time I was in the States, I wasn't even 21.
Okay.
All right. What kind of kid were you in high school? Actually, first, Miles, we should guess. Miles, you guess first.
I'm gonna guess.
I am in the Army now, if that helps.
Okay.
He's in the Army now.
So you are an ROTC.
He was smoking
kid.
cigarettes.
Well, he's ROTC. Yeah, it's either one way or the other.
Yeah.
He was either smoking cigarettes behind the wood shop or he was an ROTC and
Right.
an Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
I was the normal jock, I guess, is the easiest way to say it, but mixed with like show choir musicals.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
complicated
He's
jock.
got range.
Yes, he does.
You're kind of like on American Pie, the lacrosse player. You know that also is in the what's that character's name? Do you remember, Jared? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
Yeah, that's you.
Oh Lord.
I gotta say, the way you're talking, just the way your voice sounds, I'm picturing you as an attractive guy. Not that I'm Miles. Not that I'm no.
What?
I'm saying he was like.
Wow.
What?
I'm saying I'm not coming on to him. Huh? Oh, okay. Like I'm wrong. Do you think?
Oh, did you say an attractive guy?
Yeah. What'd you tell
It
us?
sounded like you said an unattractive guy.
Oh no, I said.
That's what I thought he said too.
I thought. No, I thought you were laughing because I was hitting on him. I was like, I'm not.
I thought you said unattractive. You said an attractive.
Yeah, an
guy.
attractive guy. What's his name again? Jacob?
Yes.
Jacob. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jacob, I apologize. I meant to say that you now How does it look in the mirror? Am I right? Are you attractive, or was I right when I wrongfully said? How do you look? What are you? 1 through 10. What are you?
I feel like I'm a good 7.5.
Nice.
Okay.
There's
So that means he's probably
I mean, I do
8.
my fair share when I did my fair share of fun in Europe. So now I'm engaged. So not so much anymore, but
That is a great segue to a question that I'm dying to ask you. How many exes is going to be at this reunion?
Oh, my exes
Live in Greensburg.
No, so I have 2, 3, 4 exes are going to be there. My fiance is not going to be there though.
Hey,
but she
Charlie.
Yeah.
What?
He do be fucking.
Miles, he do. We should go back to Fargo now. Get in that airplane and forget. We'll just drive right from here. We're going to Greensburg. We got to watch this go down.
This is going to be great television.
Which ex is your fiance most nervous for you to bump into? And by bump, I mean
Hopefully
bump.
not bumping.
and her
into
quote, her quote is none of them because she knows that she's number one now. She's very cocky, so.
Is she?
these.
What did she scale 1 to 10?
But it's but she deserves it because she doesn't like these girls don't even hold a candle to her light. Like it's crazy.
Scale 1 to 10. What is she?
A 10.
There you
Yeah,
go.
no,
Smart,
he's
smart.
wrong. He's wrong. You should have said 11 or 12, dude. You're already in trouble with her. Is she German?
I play within the rules. 1 through 10.
Yeah, I get it. You're a military guy. I
Yeah,
get it.
follows the
You're
rules.
better than me. I get it. Question: where does she live?
My fiance, she lives in New Mexico right now. And then once we get married, she'll move with me over here in Virginia. So
Oh, you're in Virginia. Why did I think you were in Germany?
He said he was in Germany.
Oh,
I
okay.
was in Germany. Yeah, I
Okay.
just recently got back stateside this year.
Now, okay. Are you a little nervous about meeting up with the exes, though? I mean, tell it to me straight. This is a safe space. Is it going to be a little awkward, or is that all water under the bridge?
I'm definitely a little nervous. I left things in a very bad way. I was that typical jock in high school that would, leave girls without any explanation. So it's been a minute since I've seen them face to face. So most likely it's grown over by now, but who knows,
So you ghosted
it's
some
only
gals.
been 5 years, so there's no way that they're not still angry with you.
Yeah, they're definitely still pissed. Definitely it's going to be held against you. They're already talking crap about you. This is going to come out tomorrow, and we are going to advertise this episode in Greensburg, Indiana.
Yep.
So as many people can hear it as possible. My question for you, with these gals, do you follow them all on Instagram?
No, not anymore.
Have you blocked
You gotta separate yourself after you move on, right?
Yeah, you do. How many times have you searched their name? Let me see your search history on Instagram.
Zero.
Ooh, that was not a zero.
For about 2 years.
I don't know.
Did that sound like a real zero, Miles?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Miles isn't going to question your integrity, and you know what? I'm not either. I'll take that at face value. If I'm your girlfriend, I'm definitely going to check your phone just to make sure. But anyways.
So I have a piece of advice for you as more of a standard reunion piece of advice. Never been to a reunion, but if I was, this is what I would be thinking about. Okay. If you're going to your high school reunion, you got to be prepared for the associative regression. Now,
What's
Charlie,
that,
you're wondering what associative regression is.
Right-click synonyms.
That's a big word.
So associative regression is when you get in association with people in your past, you regress to how you used to act when you hung out with those people. So I need you to be fully prepared that you are going to act like you are in high school again when you get together with your old high school buddies and ex-girlfriends.
So bring a football.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And
no, I gotta show these college kids how to drink too. The military, we do it a different way up here. So We gotta show these college kids, all these frat boys, how to drink.
Well, share with the folks, why are people in the military better at drinking than the rest of the population?
Because we're always in crappy locations, and that's usually the only thing to do. So we get very, very good at it.
Okay, well,
no matter where it is.
Yep,
we go
sheer
across
boredom.
the world, or even if we're down in Texas.
Drinking to pass the time. There's no other better excuse than to drink to pass the time. Would you agree, Charlie?
No, I'm just
100%.
I would agree, and I just see all of the ingredients are here for a complete disaster. He's talking drinking. He's got 4 or 5 exes, some that are upset with him, some that are,
After this reunion, Charlie, they're gonna have to rename the school mascot from the Pirates to the Tornadoes, because this is gonna be a storm. This is gonna be, disaster.
Yeah. Who are you most concerned about seeing? What's her name?
Probably we'll say Abby.
Abby.
Okay.
So this is not the real name.
The one I was with the longest.
Okay. And how did that end? I'm Abby.
I broke
You're
up with her
you.
when I went into the military.
Okay, let's have that conversation. Let's take us back. So you're you. Hey, Jacob, how are you? Are we still going to the movie tomorrow night?
No, listen. So I leave for I leave for the Army in like a week, and I kind of don't want any ties, so I'm just gonna break it off, and I'm gonna go on and live my life.
What?
That's like quote for quote what I said.
Hey, Abby, what's going on? I heard you guys are going to the movies tomorrow. You know what I love about you guys is how in love you are. If you guys don't make it, I don't think anyone can.
He just broke up with me.
What?
He's dating Uncle Sam now.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know.
What an asshole.
I know.
I hate him.
I'm gonna hook up with him at our 5-year reunion. You wait and see.
I was
I'm gonna ruin
say,
his
you
life.
should get really mad for the next 5 years, and then when you show up to the reunion, ruin his life.
Hey, Jacob. Nice to see you again. What if Abby got smoking hot since last you saw her? How does that change the algorithm here, Jacob?
I want to say it doesn't, but drinks flow.
Drinks flow? Is that what he said?
No, I'm just joking. No, I'll have definitely a lot of good buddies that I'm still friends with from high school that will keep me in line because they've met Hope before. So
Jacob,
it should be all right.
You are in the military. You are a man of discipline and honor.
And we all know military relationships always work out.
And there's always a long dating.
Yeah.
There's always a long dating period, and you guys are usually engaged for a long period of time. I'm gonna guess that you and your current fiance have been dating for less than a year, and you're already engaged.
Almost. dated for about a year and a half. Been engaged for 2 now.
Oh, okay. So you're breaking the stigma a little bit.
When are you? When's the wedding? That's a long engagement. My guy.
We're looking at August 31st
Of this year.
of this year. Yes.
What do you mean you're looking at it? Like you haven't booked it yet?
Well, there's a lot of. I'll be in Wisconsin in August, so I'm trying to plan around some military schools that I'm going to be at in Wisconsin. So I'm trying to figure out when I'm getting back here so I can go there and get us get hitched and everything and get her back here. It's a lot of paperwork in the military to get married.
Oh, so you're eloping.
Yeah, we're gonna elope and then have a big reception in New Mexico and then one in Indiana.
Like
one
that.
with my family and one with her family.
Nice.
Oh, good for you guys. That's
Now
great.
let's not put the cart
Save
ahead
some
of the horse here. When is the reunion?
This weekend, right?
The reunion will be that same weekend, Labor Day weekend.
Oh. Whoa.
So wait, so you're having the reunion the same weekend you're getting married, and you're going to both?
Oh yeah, I'll just take like a good 2 weeks of leave and then go and get married, have the reunion, and then get all of her stuff and come this way.
I love how he's more nervous about this reunion than he is about his his wedding. Your life is fascinating to me.
Yeah. The more you talk, the more questions I got.
If I told my wife that the same weekend we had our wedding, I was going to slip into the a 5-year high school reunion with 4 of my exes there.
No, the 5-year reunion is this weekend.
Oh, yes.
It's coming Saturday.
Oh,
Got it.
okay.
Yeah. See, I thought I didn't mishear that.
Okay.
That
Well,
makes
let's
more
not
sense.
put
The
the cart.
reception is what I meant. My bad.
Oh,
Reception.
let's
Okay.
not put the cart ahead of the horse. We can't even talk wedding until you get through this reunion with
Yeah.
that many exes there.
Yeah.
Especially when you said, you seem a little wishy-washy about Abby. So,
Oh no. They actually know each other, so it's not going to be too bad.
How do they know each other?
Hope came back to which is my fiance. She came back to Indiana to meet my family and everything about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, about right when we got engaged, and they met while we were out one night, so it wasn't too awkward. Like, she was one of my closest exes, so they wanted to meet each other, and then they compared notes, and then they tag teamed and yelled at me all night. Can't believe that.
oh my God.
wow.
It's a disaster
Yeah.
scenario. That's like a nightmare situation.
That is.
Women, right?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, Jake, but did you put yourself in that scenario? Did you guys just meet serendipitously, or did you say, hey, Abby, I'm going to be here with my new girlfriend. You want to?
No, definitely not on purpose. Definitely not on purpose.
Okay.
We were out having a drink, and then she saw us there, and then came up and introduced herself to her.
Well, that's sweet.
And it wasn't awkward. Well, it was awkward. It wasn't hostile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would be the right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you got anything to worry about.
No.
I think you're fine. I think as long as you keep your location on during the reunion, you flip that off, and your fiance is like, why is his location off? Then it's a whole game.
Wait,
even
is
if you
that a
don't do anything
thing?
bad.
Do you think he's sharing his location with his fiance? Is that a
I
thing
know a
people
lot of people do that.
Do you do that with Ann?
We don't do that.
Oh. Do you share your location, Jacob, with your gal?
I do, actually. It's part of a trust thing that me and her have, because back when I was in Europe, I would travel a lot. So I would want her to have my location just in case anything happened.
Yep.
And then here now, I let her have my location just in case, so she knows where, if I'm at work or anything like that, because the job that I have in Virginia, I'm not allowed to be with my phone a lot. So she knows roughly what I'm doing, that even though I'm not allowed to really tell her what I'm doing.
Well, what do? You can tell us.
Well, I can tell you the basics of it. I'm a firefighter in the United States Army that provides technical rescue operations for the National Capital Region. So my company is called the 9/11 Technical Rescue Company.
You got a good mustache?
Oh, fantastic!
I knew it, dude.
Question for you.
You have to if you're a firefighter.
You have a voice of a guy with a mustache. I just want to tell you that right now. It's a good voice.
I got a question for you, Jacob.
You.
Why do they call it?
What's up?
Why do they call it a fire truck if all it carries is the hoses? Why is it not called a hose truck?
Oh, there is hose trucks, and then there's engines. Engines are what people usually think are trucks, and then actual fire trucks are the ones that have no water on it at all. So that's if you ever watch Chicago Fire, it has the number 3 truck. That would be a truck, and then the ladder would be a truck. But the ones that are the normal fire trucks, those are engines. So it's a little different. A lot of people get it confused, but I didn't even know the difference until I became a firefighter about 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh.
So,
But do any of these trucks carry fire on them?
oh, no. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, no. It makes no sense on that side of things. You would think they would just be called, I don't know, firefighter carrying machines, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Firefighter cavalry carriers.
That'd be... Yeah, you got to work on the naming with it. Hey, what does Hope do for a living?
Yeah, definitely. So she's in school to be a sterile technician right now. So the people that like clean all the surgical equipment and things like that in the hospital. So she's working on that, getting that done when she graduates in August. So
sterile technician. Never heard of that. It makes sense. I thought it was like someone gave vasectomies or something. But
I thought it
anyways,
was maybe someone who dealt with a lot of pee.
pee. Oh yeah, because pee's sterile. Yeah. Well, we were both wrong.
Yeah.
Well, Jacob, we are excited for you. Even though you're a little nervous, anything we haven't addressed, reasons you're nervous that you haven't brought up here yet?
There is one thing that I did want to thank you, Charlie, for. The Guide to the Midwest book, the audio book.
Oh yeah, Midwest Survival Guide.
So last year I was on in a school down in Alabama, and I drove all the way up to Indiana to see my family. And it's about an 8.5 hour drive, give or take, up 65.
Yeah.
And then also my drive this weekend, this Friday, is going to be about an 8.5 hour drive. So every time I'm on an 8.5 hour drive, I listen to the Guide to the Midwest.
Yeah. So after that 16 hours in the car, you're about a quarter of the way through it.
Thank you,
I
Jacob.
Do remember, it ended up being about 9 the last time I drove with it, and I still had a good 20-30 minutes left of it.
So you have an audio book, by the way?
I do have an audio book. I read it. Yeah.
Dude, you couldn't pay me to listen to 8 hours of you reading a book.
I don't need to pay you. Jacob paid to do it. Thank you, Jacob. And Jacob, I want
it's very entertaining.
We're going to reach out to you to get your address. Going to send you and Hope a little wedding gift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's in the gift-giving mood.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so we'll text you for your address here, if that's okay. Is that okay, Jared? Can we do that? But thank you for that plug. The Midwest Survival Guide, ladies and gentlemen. You can get it anywhere you get books or audiobooks in this case.
It's a great coffee table book.
It is. Miles has a copy. He's read 4 pages.
I've looked at all the pictures.
He's looked at all the
There's
pictures.
actually a lot of pictures in that,
there
which
are a
I
lot
appreciate.
Of pictures. Yeah, I put those in specifically for you. So, well, thank you, Jacob. Did we get the nerve? Yeah, we got that. Yeah. We addressed all that. Well, thank you, Jacob, for coming in. Good luck this weekend. And all jokes aside, I hope you and Hope have a nice life together.
And I got one piece of advice.
Thank you, guys.
So at this reunion, when you do run into Abby, you just got to remember the acronym Abby. Anybody but you.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I just thought of that right
Fantastic song.
Yeah, wait, that's a song? I just thought of that right now.
Yeah, it's a country song. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's called Abby. It's just look up Abby and it'll come up.
Anybody's
ABBY.
one word, though.
Yeah, don't think too deep into it, Charles.
Anybody but you.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes?
Travis Denning, good guy. All right,
Yeah,
well,
kinda, I guess.
Yeah.
Is he? I don't know. I've never heard the song. Do you know him, Travis Denny?
He was on our podcast one time. He's a good guy.
Oh,
he's really good at guitar.
Really?
He's a lefty too,
just like Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, he's fantastic with guitar.
Yeah. All right, Jacob. Well, good luck and congrats on getting married. And thanks for calling in today, man.
Yep. Tell the folks I said hi.
All right, my guy. Watch for deer now.
It's something bad's gonna happen at this
1,000%,
reunion,
dude. 1,000%.
There's just no way he can come out of this reunion unscathed.
No.
But I think that's why we have reunions.
Look. Kids are getting married younger and younger these days, it seems.
That's actually the opposite of the truth.
Yeah,
people are getting married later and later.
Nah,
if it was 1950, he would have been married at 18.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, what you want to do, Miles, is make sure the first time you do it the right way. You know,
I'm trying. So far, so good.
Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. Aren't these nice booties that I got you?
Mm-hmm.
That was so thoughtful of me.
It was.
They're cute, aren't they? Minnesota Knits Shop. They did a great job. All right, should we take another caller?
Yes, sir.
Guys, I'm so excited to talk to you. It's Kevin from New Jersey. What's going on?
Kevin from New Jersey. It's going great, man.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm excited to talk to you guys. I've been listening to your podcast for about a year and a half now, and I love every single thing you guys do. So Thanks for entertaining me. I appreciate it.
Kevin,
Absolutely, man.
love you and love your energy.
Yeah, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a teacher. I work at a camp. I'm involved in my town. But right now, Miles, I have the house to myself. My wife is gone for a little bit. My kids are gone. And do I owe you congratulations yet?
Yes, you do.
Congratulations, Miles. Welcome to the Fatherhood Club.
Yeah, it feels good to be in the hood, you know? The fatherhood. I appreciate it, man.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Enjoy it.
So you're living the dream right now. Empty house, no wife, no kids. Are you drinking a little bit? What are you up to on this fine day?
No, I'm not. I should be, but I'm not right now. I'm just guys, I'm pumped that I'm talking to you. Come on, it's bellied up time.
I mean, okay, so you said you're a teacher. You have to be a phenomenal teacher with this type of energy.
I like to think so. So that's why I'm calling. Because I would love to know how I can bring Midwest nice into my 5th grade classroom.
Okay. Well, I think you called the right place, don't you think, Charlie?
You absolutely did. We've got no shortage of Midwest nice tips, but I think we want to start by getting a lay of the land for your 5th grade class here, Kevin. What are they like now? What are they doing? What's showing you opposite of Midwest nice in that classroom?
So I try to build a family community in my classroom. It works sometimes. It doesn't work a lot. You got a lot of that, 10, 11-year-old, talking back to you, not respecting the rules, the authority at times. Other times they do. A lot of times they don't. So what I'm doing is, I guess, not working as well as I wanted to. So I want to get the input on the Midwest nights from 2 guys from the Midwest who grew up there.
Okay. I think I got some stuff for you.
Let's hear it, Miles.
So first of all, if you're noticing that there's a lot of talking back, the best way to get someone in a different state of mind is do more apologizing. In the Midwest, we do a lot of apologizing. Correct, Charlie?
We say sorry all the time.
So anytime you call on a student, I want you to say, sorry, Billy, you're up. And then before he answers, he has to say, sorry, the answer is 12.
It's like the sorry stick.
Yes.
You can only talk if you're holding the sorry stick the way you hold the sorry stick. You can actually make a stick that says sorry.
Fishing rod.
Fishing rod. Exactly. That's the sorry stick.
We used to play popcorn where you take like a little ball and pass it to someone to read.
Yeah.
Just reel someone in with the fishing rod, and that's how you get them to read next.
Oh, that's good. Actually, you can put a stuffed animal of sorts on the end of the rod. You can cast the rod at them, and then they can hold that, and then you guys are sort of, and you say,
That's your buddy
sorry.
for the day.
Yeah, that could work. I was thinking if he called him, he would cast out at him. He's holding the sorry stick. That's the fishing pole. Then there's a stuffed fish on the other side, stuffed walleye, let's say. And then they say, and you say, oh, sorry, I hit you with the walleye. And they say, oh, sorry, I'm holding your walleye. And then they can talk.
There we go. I like that. I can get away with that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think another good one is you're teaching.
Yeah, a lot of the boys, they like fishing up in this area. We have some lakes and reservoirs they like to go fishing in. So I think they respond well to that one.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You're teaching the English portion of the day.
Mm-hmm.
We all know we all know vowels a certain way, but here in the Midwest, we got a different way with vowels. Don't do the regular vowels. It should be A, E, I, OP, and U.
Yeah, you got to get that OP in there.
So you got to start teaching them that it's not O, it's OP.
It's the School of OP. We have a video out there called the School of OP where Miles is actually the teacher and I am his student, and you can show that to your classroom. I think they will. All right. They'll learn a lot from that. So that's some easy things right there. Another thing, you got to teach them the Midwest love language. And that is, in the Midwest, we have a hard time really being in touch with our feelings, and we want to keep it that way. So make sure they're building up those barriers between their feelings and their true self. And if they want to express any form of love, it's just acts of service. You'll have the cleanest classroom in that entire school, Kevin, and I think it's going to work out really nicely for you. We want our love to be productive in the Midwest.
Well, that's good. I already have one of the cleanest classrooms in my building. The custodial staff, they love coming in because it's less work for those guys.
I love it. You're already on the right track.
And Kevin, is it you cleaning that classroom or is it your students?
No, I have my students. They have to learn that responsibility. If I clean it up, they're not learning. They're not being taught anything.
I love it. Another thing you could try out is, in the mathematics portion of the day, teach them about statistics. Get a whole box of pull tabs and teach them the odds of winning and not winning. And, they're gambling and you're teaching them statistics.
And when you say gambling, make sure you call it investing.
Yeah, sorry. Yes. I meant investing. Then it's also a great economic lesson.
Yes.
Are there any kid-friendly investing pull tabs that I could invest in? So, we kind of work around some loopholes.
We should do a board game of just children pull tabs.
Absolutely. And the way we do it is we just go buy a bunch of pull tabs. Actually, we should just, can we steal them? Is that okay? No. Borrow them. We borrow them.
No, I know a guy. I got a source for some pull tabs.
Oh, well, you got a whole printing press, Miles. You could probably just print some.
What do you think I'm?
I've seen your establishment.
You think I'm the New York Times? You think I got a printing press?
I don't know what you got in there.
For paper and cardboard?
What, you can print on a freaking hat? You can't print on a piece of paper?
No.
I think he can. We'll send you some, Kevin. Miles.
Hey, that's actually, he gave us something to work on. We should invent a children's Midwest game centered around bar culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Monopoly, but
I like it.
Yeah.
That's good.
The game of life, and it's just all bar themed.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I like about here on the Bellied Up podcast. It just turns into the muskie tank every now and again. We just start developing ideas. We got a whole host of podcasts we got to dig through for these brilliant ideas.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. It's not the musky tank. It's the clear water tank.
Oh, there you go.
I like that.
The clear water tank. Oh, do you have a fish tank in your classroom? Speaking of this whole tank situation.
No, I don't, but I have an empty one here at my house in the garage.
Okay. I think it's time to bring that sucker in and just put some fish in there because, there's going to be time for timeouts. And I think, what really calms the soul is looking at fish.
Yeah, it's true.
And that way it's not as much of a punishment, but it's more, hey, listen, you're not acting okay right now. I need you to go reflect over by the fish. Although there could be some unintended consequences. If I were in that position, I might act out just so I could spend the rest of class looking at the fish.
Yeah, you gotta work on that part then. But I like where that idea is headed.
Yeah. I think you can work into lunchtime, maybe the 10 minutes before lunch. Have a meat raffle.
Yeah.
It'll teach them that
life is all about chance.
Yeah, life's all about chance. And, nothing's better in the world than winning a 16-ounce ribeye.
Yeah. And the nice thing about those meat raffles, a lot of times, they're actually set up as charity events. So they can bring in a little canned soup or whatever, then you can donate it, and then they get tickets to win a bologna sandwich on that day. That would be wonderful. All right. Look at that.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, it's perfect. Let's see here. You can teach. No, you got that with the thing. What other areas are your students weak in? Give us an area they're weak or they need some help, and I think we can find a Midwest solution.
So it was really that math that language. History, I could use a little help in history. Why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, first of all, you're going to need to teach them about the Boston molasses disaster. For some reason, that's just skipped over in history books.
The Boston. Well, tell us about the Boston molasses disaster, Miles.
It was Jared, like 1912 or something, like in the 1910s or 20s. In Boston, there was a water tower-esque container of molasses, and it broke open, and it was like 1 or 2 million gallons of molasses poured through the cities of Boston at 35 miles an hour and killed a bunch of people.
Molasses can go that fast?
Well, if you got 1 million gallons of it, of course it can go that fast.
So the phrase slower than molasses should really be slower than just a little bit of molasses.
Correct.
2.3 million gallons.
Yeah, 2.3 million gallons.
Wow.
And then you can teach them about...
I didn't know about that one. I got to look that one up. I never knew about that.
Yeah, you got to teach them about the Boston molasses disaster and the importance of engineering and structural engineering so that, your thing doesn't break open. And they actually say that, for years after that, all of Bostonians were sticky. Everything was sticky.
How does that connect to the Midwest, though, Miles?
Well, sorry, you're right. That doesn't.
Yeah.
But I think it's just a good reminder for people that things like the Boston molasses.
Did you have a bet with Jared that you could fit Boston molasses disaster in this podcast?
No.
Did you guys have that bet?
I just am a huge advocate for awareness of the Boston molasses disaster.
I think there was a side bet going on in this, Kevin, and I'm out of the loop on it.
Well, it's a good warning. Last thing you'd want to happen is for a big tank of beer to bust open, go 100 miles an hour down the road, and kill a bunch of people in Milwaukee.
Okay,
Charlie.
that's the connection.
All right,
it's just it's
a good lesson to learn.
If you had that side bet going on, that was not very Midwest nice of you, Miles.
See?
But we were betting, which is also very Midwest. So
You were investing.
Yes, I was, because I knew I could get it done.
You were investing.
All right.
So we got
There
you
you
a
go.
few tips there, Kevin. Do you feel satisfied with this? Do you have?
I do.
Is there anything you want to buy, sell, or trade before we let you go?
Well, I got 2 quick things for you if you got the time.
Yeah, please. Keep
One, I've been trying to find tippy cow in my area for a very long time, and they just don't have it. Do they ship anywhere? What do you recommend?
That's a good question. We'll tell Tippy Cow that you can't find it in New Jersey.
What area are you at?
I'm in the Northeast. I'm in Bergen County, about, 20, 25 miles outside New York City in the Northeast part of the state.
You would think it might be out there. You would think that'd be some Tippy Cow country out there. So we will ask them. Otherwise, we're gonna Google it right now and see if we can't find it. While we Google that, what's your other question?
So it's not a question. I think you guys may be proud of me. I'm not sure. Maybe someone out there would be proud of me. But I had a block party this past weekend, and I rented a grill because the grill I have, the surface area wasn't, large enough to cook all the hamburgers, meats, whatever we had going on. And I had all this leftover wood in my garage that's been there for the last 11, 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I actually found use of that wood. I used the wood to block the wheels on the grill so the grill wouldn't slide up and down the street as I was cooking. So I was pretty proud of myself.
We are applauding you here. That is, there's nothing that just gets you going.
You are a peak male performance right now.
Yeah.
I can tell you that much. That is, that's why we live, Charlie.
It is.
For moments like this.
It's. I'd say it's the little things, but that's not a little thing. That's a big thing right there, and you got to be proud of yourself, Kevin. All right. Yeah.
I appreciate that very much.
All right. Hey, Kevin, you watch for deer. Tell your students we says hi, okay?
Will do. Take care, guys.
All right. Bye-bye now. Great
we
energy.
need more teachers like Kevin.
I know. Just you can the energy is just the
you can feel that he genuinely loves being a teacher.
Loves being a teacher. Well, just listening to him was engaging. If he was in the room, know, with that, I'd be listening to everything he'd be saying.
I may have to give him a call, see if he can move to this area so he can teach my kid.
Yeah, he's got a few years to figure that out
yet. Yeah, we got time to negotiate.
Yeah.
Well, Charlie, should we take another caller?
Absolutely.
Charlie, today we're talking summer barbecue traditions. Think about ending your classic Wisconsin barbecue with Tippy Cow's Vanilla Soft Serve. Just think about that. I want you to close your eyes and think about ending your classic Wisconsin barbecue, little Vanilla Soft Serve. Oh, I'm
imagining it.
And what does it feel and taste like?
Feels cold.
What's the mouth feel?
The mouth is watering, waiting in anticipation for the beautiful first sip of that vanilla soft serve.
Would you say that it's like enjoying that perfect vanilla ice cream after a long day of grilling up brats and sweet corn?
Actually, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And guys, whether you're in Minnesota, Iowa, or Indiana, or Wisconsin, Tippy Cow's Vanilla Soft Serve brings that sweet, nostalgic finish to your barbecue. So, Charlie, let's raise a toast to all the people drinking Tippy Cow out there. If you can't tip your cow, tip on back your glass of Tippy Cow. Cheers, Charlie.
Cheers, that was a good cheers. I really like the way that glass hit. You know, I tell you this, Miles, nothing beats a summer road trip. Am I right?
You're so right.
But let's not forget that the road can sometimes throw a curveball, whether it's a surprise detour or a little fenda benda. We've all been there. If your summer drive takes on an unexpected turn, Nicolay Law has your back. They're the pros at making sure you get the help you need. So keep your eyes on the road, and remember, if things go sideways, Nicolay Law is here to get you back on track, or in this case, back on the road. Drive safe and enjoy the ride.
Injured or no?
Injured or no? Give Nicolay a buzz, cuz they're good. You like that?
Oh, you got Nathan down here in Florida.
Nathan, how's it in Florida? How's the weather down there?
It is about 102 degrees according to my truck right now.
Holy smokes.
Oofda. How you staying cool?
Stay hydrated. Bush Light's 95% water, so that's where I get most of my hydration from.
Okay, smart man. Well, in that light, why don't you belly up to the bar with us? Tell us how you're getting hydrated.
So I got a little dilemma here, and it's a moral dilemma. I think I know the right answer, but I wanted to get your input.
Sure. I can hear the stress in your voice.
I know. When I explain it, I think you as a fisherman will understand.
Yeah.
I was talking to my buddy, and he was telling me about the secret spot he found, and, you know, he caught all these fish, and he was going to fish it again. Well, he went there, and he caught all these redfish, and he sent me some pictures. And it's an area that I fish somewhat frequently, and I was able to depict from some of the backgrounds of some of his pictures exactly where his secret spot is at.
Oh, no. Wow.
Okay.
But now is the dilemma. I feel like the right thing to do would be not to go fish his secret spot.
Yes.
But at the same time, he was careless enough to leave identifying marks in the background of his pictures.
Okay. We got a classic moral dilemma, Charlie.
Nathan,
whose fault is it? Is it his fault? Is it your fault? You know, and the thing that comes to mind is with great power comes great responsibility. And right now you hold all the power.
You do. And Nathan, I think you use that. But look, there's fish on the line. I tell you that right now, and it's not your fault that he sent you those pictures. And by the way, what constitutes a secret spot? It's not a secret if you can decipher it from the pictures he sends. Also, it's his fault for being braggadocious, sending over the pictures. Do you think he was really sending those pictures over to say, hey, I got a secret spot. Check this out. This is cool. Maybe I'll take you here sometime. No, he was being braggy. He was sending you fish pics, unsolicited fish pics. And the fact that you can try
worst kind.
the worst kind. And the fact that you can triangulate that spot from those pictures means that you, sir, earned that spot. You go get your fish. Miles,
Okay.
your thoughts.
My thoughts are, let's play the long game here, okay? What you have right now is not a honey hole. What you have is leverage, correct? You need to
Correct.
You need to, without explicitly saying it, you need to let him know you know where his spot is, and without doing it, slightly threaten that you're willing to expose it or go fish that spot. And next thing you know, you got someone that's going to clean your gutters and run errands for you and all that type of jazz. You have leverage to get your buddy to do what you want by simply having the information.
Huh.
I hadn't considered the blackmail route.
Yeah, I mean, if you boil it down, you blackmail them. Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's-
just, that was
Yeah, let's call a spade here. I mean, that's what we're doing. But I'm not above it.
If there's
not above
any
it.
blackmail that's morally okay, it's probably a fishing spot. Would you agree, Charlie?
that I would agree with. I'm not opposed to the blackmail route, but I think the question is how good is your. Here's what you don't want to do. Here's what you don't want to do is just go over there without telling him, because then you're losing your power. I think you need to let him know that you're going there. There's nothing he can do about it, or you go this blackmail route, because you don't want to go behind his back, because then he's got more motivation to mess with you, and you've got all kinds of things he can mess with in the fishing context. He can go take a file to some of your fishing line and just file it nice and fine, so the second you get a bite on, oh, there goes your lure. There's a lot you can do to mess with a guy on the boat,
Okay, I may have just thought of something.
Oh,
really
what'd
good.
you think of Miles?
So here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to find out when he's not at that honey hole. You're going to go there. You're going to catch the biggest fish you've ever caught in your life. You're then going to, as fast as you can, drive to a different part of the lake. You're going to take the photos with that said fish you caught in his honey hole in a different location, send him the same damning pictures that he sent you. He's going to think you found a better honey hole, and then he's going to go to that honey hole instead of his own, and you get to fish at the real one all you want without any guilt.
That's the solution. We found it. I zigged, you zagged, but, together we came to this genius solution. I like to think I was part of coming up with that.
And then when you catch him fishing at your
you
spot.
kind of shut him down on the blackmail route.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I didn't. That's part of the creative process, Nathan. Okay, so
Yeah, brainstorming.
Yeah, we're sometimes a brainstorm involves a bit of a hurricane, so you got to tear down to build. You know how that goes. You're in Florida, you get it. So,
I do.
I think we got a good plan of action for you. Do you have a nice boat? Do you have a boat?
I have a boat. I wouldn't say it's nice.
Okay.
It floats.
Who's got a better boat?
Oh, he's got the way nicer boat. But I normally catch more fish than him. That's why he's sending all these pictures.
Okay. It's coming from an
If he's
insecure
basically with
place,
them,
Charlie.
I would never go back there without him. That's the law of fishermen. If he had taken me, but he didn't take me, he just sent me these pictures.
It's coming from an insecure place, Charlie.
How did he send the pictures? Did he just drop some photos in the text chain, or did it come with?
Yeah, just no words, no nothing, just four pictures.
That is the worst kind of unsolicited fish pic in the world. What'd you respond? Did you just say nice with 2 exclamation points?
I just liked an image.
Oh,
That's the best. People aren't
Like the
talking.
image.
People aren't talking enough about when they invented the liking of a message. Saved so much time for everyone. Not having to respond to Charlie's messages and just saying you like it is the best thing.
You don't even like it. You just don't respond, Miles. God.
Yeah, says you. We're both bad at that.
Are we?
Yeah.
So I haven't responded.
So what do you think the route you think you're going to take after all of this?
I like throwing him off the scent.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
pushing him down a different direction.
Not to.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting there
a
at
little-
his spot catching all the fish.
A little bait and switch scenario on You must become a fisher of men.
I think if I send them some pictures,
Yeah.
you know, with a couple easily recognizable dots and everything in the
Yep.
background, I think he'll fall for it. Hook,
Yeah.
line, and sinker.
Yep. And then you just camp out on the shoreline and wait for him to show up, and then you can get mad at him. That's the way to do it.
It's something's fishy.
Something's fishy.
Yeah, you can walk out onto the dock out of the trees and go, well, this looks a little fishy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. I think that's the route I'm going to go. I think that is the best option available.
And if it gets a little malicious, if you keep sending those unsolicited fish pics, I hate it when people do that. The spot you find, go find a buoy that's marking off a low-lying rock, and move the buoy, and take the fish pic right by the buoy. Have him drop his lower unit in the process. That's what I'm talking about.
You could also just how you get the little bobbers that mark a fishing spot.
Oh, yeah.
Just put like 10 of them in his spot. And so then he thinks that people found out about his spot.
Oh, that could be it. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, like one of those big orange things with the rope on top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Little
perfect.
Spinner, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. We got you locked and loaded here.
It sounds like it.
Well, we appreciate
I
you
got
calling.
one more
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Go ahead.
This is just a statement. So I'm from Florida, born and raised, but I have a lot of family throughout the Midwest, which is how I learned about you guys. Been an active listener ever since. But I've been up there a lot, and I'm spoiled, and I will be the first to admit it down here in Florida with all the seafood and everything. But I'll tell you what, in my opinion, walleye is about one of the most overrated fish.
Oh,
Nathan?
Well, it was good talking to you.
Why do you think the walleye is overrated, Nathan? Do you think it's the
They
taste?
They don't put up a great fight.
It's
they
not
don't
about the
taste
fight,
great.
Nathan. It's not a freaking bass, for God's sakes. Okay, this is a fish with soul, my guy. It's not all about the jerk on the end of your rod. All right. It's sometimes you're not trying to pound that fish. Sometimes you make love to the fish.
Yeah.
And
You
that's
got to
a
take
walleye.
it slow sometimes, Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the thing with the walleye, name any other fish where you're reeling it up and you're like, I think I got a log. And then you're like, oh my God, I mean, that excitement right there, that's why you go for the walleye, Nathan. It's not,
Fair enough.
yeah. Yeah. So you just, I'm not going to get mad. I'm going to breathe. You're from Florida. I got to give you a pass. Okay. Come up here. Come up to Wisconsin. We'll take you walleye fishing. All right. Miles is gonna.
I'll come up there and go walleye fishing with you. You got to come down here and go gator hunting with me.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
that'd be
You want to talk
fun.
about a fight?
I want to go get the pythons. Have you gone python hunting?
I'm in North Florida. That's down there in South Florida, and
okay.
I don't typically mess around with snakes.
Well,
I'll put you in touch with someone that can do it, but we do the gators.
Okay.
He knows a
That's
guy.
my deal.
do you use the bang stick?
Oh, I use bang stick, 44 Magnum.
44 bang. Have you seen the bang stick?
I haven't.
Bang stick's like a big stick that goes boom, right? Or bang, rather.
Yeah, we're not allowed in the state of Florida. We're not allowed to use guns to shoot alligators.
Which is very
So, yeah,
surprising
bang
because
stick is
Florida,
just-
but so it's just a stick.
It's a little ironic.
It's very precise,
It's a
right?
stick.
It's a one.
Yeah, it's a stick, and it's got a little steel chamber on the end of it, and it's spring loaded. So inside of it, it's got a little firing pin. And so basically when you hit something with it, that spring compresses, bullet hits the firing pin and then fires. So it's a point blank shot at whatever you hit.
Got it.
And you got one shot, kind of like a musket.
Yeah. I mean, usually you fight a gator for 30 minutes, an hour. By the time you get him up to the boat, he's just about done. Sometimes it takes more than one. It's incredible how tough they are.
Yeah.
They are tough sons of guns. Yeah, you like throw out a big chicken on some hooks or something. They bite the hook and you bring them in.
We big treble hooks. We snag them. Big treble hooks on a fishing rod. Snag them and then reel them in.
Could you spear an alligator?
Yes, we used to do that 20 years ago. Now they're gotten pretty smart and educated that it's hard to get that close to them.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah, thank you for calling in, my guy. Watch out for gators out there, all right?
All right, I appreciate it. You guys watch out for deer up there.
All right, appreciate you, Nathan. See ya.
All right.
That was maybe one of our smarter calls by us. The strategy that
we really figured it out.
I think I'm hitting the right mode beer wise.
Yeah.
I think I
right on
call that the sweet spot.
So
I gotta somehow stay here.
Yeah. All right. Well, get a water in you. Yeah,
like a half a water.
Yeah, you're kind of, with beers and calls, it's always walking toward the edge. We all know those calls where we fell off.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, folks, that's another episode, the Bellied Up podcast. Another cheers to Miles for being a daddy. That's really cool.
Thanks, Charles.
Cheers to you and Ann and August, and we're very excited for you guys.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you in the next one. Love you guys.
Tip your bartender.
Tip your bartender, too, yeah.